Hi, remember me? I'm Norana and I will continue with history and culture of Finland and the Finnish people. To start off, let's hear what some of our current students at Jamk thought was interesting or surprising about Finnish culture when they first arrived.
Well, I think it's a challenge, but it's also something super valuable, is that you have to interact with different cultures. It might sound fun, and it is indeed, but actually it's like a challenge because you have to learn to adapt to different cultures, that they speak different language.
And it was very nice to see that teachers here, they are still lecturers, but they want to act like your friends, and they want to accompany you to this to your studying goal.
Then the weather, it was a bit difficult for Indians like me, so that was the challenge, I would say.
I guess the good challenge at Jamk was that you have so much opportunities and you have to choose the path for your future, and this is challenging because you can see so much options and it's difficult to understand what is better for you.
To a Finn, a sauna is more than a room that has a heated stove after which people go into and pour water on rocks. The steam that is produced by this action not only produces sweat, which after washing oneself is a thorough way of cleansing the body, as well as assisting better blood circulation. The sauna is also a place of quiet and tranquility, which is believed by most Finns to also cleanse the mind and soul. There are two methods of heating the stove, which are either using electricity or wood. Wood-heated saunas also come in two varieties. One in which heat of the stove is constantly maintained through the addition of wood, or the more traditional smoke saunas in which the heat is retained by the amount of rocks and so they are heated just once. In the past time, the function of the sauna was quite varied and included a place where mothers gave birth to children. The significance of saunas can be seen through the fact that most of the festivities, like Christmas celebration, are accompanied by a sauna bath. In fact, there are more saunas in Finland than cars. For a foreigner, an invitation by a Finn to have a sauna bath with them is a huge honor, one that should not be declined if possible. One could say that the thing that holds a society together are the common values that are held by the majority of the people. In case of Finland, one could say that these are trust and the principle of equality. Finns are generally speaking quiet, speaking only when they think that there is something worth saying. This place is a huge value on the spoken word, and Finns generally mean what they say. This therefore builds trust for the spoken word. This trust extends to the manners of Finns, whose method of communication connects it with the other significant value of Finns, equality. When Finnish people communicate, they tend to make direct eye contact, something that could be interpreted as the trust that both have, as well as being on an equal pedestal. Talking of equality, this is a principle that is seen in all areas of Finnish life. From standing in the queues to women having the possibility of working in all types of job, equality seems to be a principle on which the society stands. Gender equality, or at least the struggle for it, has been something Finland is known for. It was the first country in the world that implemented universal adult suffrage, in which all women as well as all men were given the right to vote. It was also the first country in the world that elected women into its parliament. Great as it sounds, there are still areas of gender inequality, notably in the wage differences between men and women. In addition to gender equality, there is also equality between people of different ages and professions. This equality is also evident for foreign students who are normally surprised when they're expected to address their teachers by their first names. Equality is also evident in welfare system, upon which it is based and which provides the services that are used by those living in Finland. This makes sure that the services that go to protect the rights of people are equally available to all, something that extends to all areas, such as the right to practice any religion of choice. Simple, functional, and aesthetically pleasing is probably the best way that Finnish art could be described. A combination of all these three qualities can be found in almost all of the visual arts that Finns produce, ranging from architecture to painting and sculpture. The city of Jyväskylä, which was the home of the world-renowned architect Alvar Aalto, has some buildings that he designed. Jyväskylä has also a number of museums and galleries, as well as its central library that displays works by Finnish artists. Students normally can get a discount when they visit the museums and galleries. Finns have produced a worldwide body of literature. This includes Elias Lönnrot's Kalevala, which is a collection of Finnish folk poetry, as well as Aleksis Kivi's Seven Brothers, the first novel to be published in Finnish. Finland has also produced Nobel laureates, with the first in literature going to France Emil Sillanpää. And amongst the women, Minna Kampf, who wrote the play The Worker's Wife, also lived in Jyväskylä and is commemorated with a statue in a city park. Literature is something that is still vibrant today, with writers such as Sofia Oksanen and Paitim Statovci, amongst the host of others, producing literature. As to music in Finland, these can be divided into three broad categories. These are folk music, classical and art music, and popular music. Folk music is divided into two main forms. The older Kalevala form, which as the name implies, is derived from Kalevala poems. This takes the form of the chanting of poetry. The second type is the Finnish version of the Nordic folk dance music, which in Finnish is known as pelimanni. The Sami people of the north of the country also have their own type of folk music, known as joik. Classical music has been a part of the Finnish music scene since 1700s, with the most famous Finnish classical music composer being Jean Sibelius, whose body of work include the famous Finlandia. Popular music in Finland includes genres such as iskelmä, jazz, rock, heavy metal, and hip-hop, just to mention a few. And famous Finnish bands include Children of Bodom, Stratovarius, and Apocalyptica. The city of Jyväskylä has philharmonic orchestra and a number of pubs and nightclubs which offer live music. If there is something that unifies the majority of Finnish people today, it's their participation in sports, which can be described as a national pastime. Finns participate in sport activities as jogging, Nordic walking, skiing, and playing a wide variety of ball games. This includes the Finnish version of baseball called pesäpallo, which is unique to Finland and is Finland's national sport. Finns eagerly follow different sports, with the most popular being ice hockey, harness racing, Formula One, and skiing. Finns tend to follow also international sports, particularly when Finland or a Finn is participating. And arguably the most watched event on the television in Finland is the annual Ice Hockey World Championship, which takes place in spring. Another team sport that Finland has also won is the Floorball World Championship, which Finland has won 4 times. Famous Finnish sports people include in track and field athletics Paavo Nurmi, who was referred to as a flying Finn and who set 22 official world records, as well as Lasse Viren, who won 4 Olympic gold medals. The country has produced 3 Formula One champions. These are Keke Rosberg, Mika Häkkinen and Kimi Räikkönen. Finnish drivers have also won the World Rally Championships 14 times, with both Central Finland's Juha Kankkonen and Tommi Mäkkinen winning the championships 4 times each. Amongst the number of Winter Olympic champions are Jyväskylä's own Matti Nykänen, who won 4 Olympic and 5 World Championships gold medals. The town has also produced an ice hockey Stanley Cup champion in Olli Mättä, who plays for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and basketball player Lauri Markkanen, who plays for the NBA's Chicago Bulls. My name is Norana, and I hope that you enjoyed watching these 2 videos, and I would like to thank you for your time. Please check out the other videos in this series from the links provided, and there are also some links to useful further reading provided too. Thank you, and who knows, maybe see you later. Bye!